Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to install our RGBW DRL modules on this BMW F20. So once the front wheels are removed, the next step is to remove the front bumper. So we'll start off by removing the guard liner. Next we'll have to remove these two screws here. And we'll just do the same for the other side. Now we've got 8 screws on the bottom to remove. And lastly, just 6 T30s just under the rubber seal. Now we'll just gently remove the front bumper. Just pull out. To access the DRL boards, we'll have to remove the headlights, and in order to do so, we'll have to remove 4 screws, 1 on top and 3 in the back. Unplug the headlight. We can now remove the headlight and access the DRL boards just on the bottom here. In our kit we have 4 replacement DRL boards and our wiring harness. To remove these heat sinks, we've got 4 T20 screws. Gently remove the heat sinks and then unplug the factory DRLs. To remove the factory DRL boards, we'll have to remove 2 T10 Torx screws. And that should just pop. These will be replaced by our RGBW boards. To install the supplied ribbon cable, open up the locking tab and insert the ribbon face down and clip it into place. And then repeat on the other side. So before we reinstall these units, we'll need to tap a trigger wire. This will allow the new DRLs to function as OEM. To do that, grab the supplied power cable and with the white wire, tap onto the 3rd wire on the inner plug. So the new boards have 2 rows of pins, but we'll only be needing the top row to plug the factory harness into. We can now plug the units back in and reinstall them. When reinstalling the units, just make sure the ribbon cables are nice and flat. So now we're going to reinstall the headlight back onto the car and finish off the wiring. Just reinstall the 4 bolts to secure the headlight. Now for the remaining 2 wires, we'll need to tap onto the factory headlight plug. Strip that back. And the red goes with the red and black. And the black wire will go with the brown. Now we'll plug the main headlight harness back in. We'll just power up the module and plug this connector in. Now unlock the car just to make sure they're all working. Repeat the process on the other side, minus tapping into the trigger cable. So now that we've installed the derail modules in both headlights, we'll need to run the ribbon cable from the controller to the other side. To keep the install tidy, we're going to undo these screws and just tuck the ribbon cable underneath. So before we tighten these screws back up, just make sure that the cable is all the way down and has a bit of slack on it, just so we don't damage it. Now that we've run it through, we'll feed the wire down to the back of the headlight. And now just plug it into the board. Now the final step is just to reinstall the bumper and put the wheels back on. Before we reinstall the guard liners, we'll just tidy up the wiring and mount the controller.